Hi guys, welcome to the AstroDog Test Bench. Today we're going to be talking about counterweights. So what we've got set up here, just to show you what your telescope will probably come with. This is an EQ, I've detached this from an EQ3, manual mount Saxon. Skywatch is the same thing. In fact, the EQ5 is also this same sort of size. So that's what we'll have a brief chat about. These are the original ones. The way counterweights work is that you pretty much put that on there, you lock up the ends again. When you're ready to go, you tighten it, and then what it does is it exerts a pressure, a counterweight to the telescope on the other side. So the heavier your telescope is over on this side, the more counterweights you need to put on the left. Now suppose you put on a light one and you realize, oh, that's not enough, it's still pulling and pushing towards the counterweight. You'd loosen it and you'd move it more to this end, pretty much all the way to the end perhaps, and you go, boy, that's still not enough, you know, my telescope is still heavier. So what you do then is you switch it out to this one here and you give that one a try, and you do the same thing. You might start off here, work your way toward the end, and then you'll go, man, that's just still not enough. So then you add on both of them and you move them around to where they might be. So it could be that you'll end up with it looking a bit like that and so on. However, if you've tried to balance your scope and you've gotten both of them and they're already both at the end, we'll just tighten them up. There we go. Tightened here. We've got the screw on this end as well. Let's reattach that. There we go. So they're all in, and your telescope is still heavier than your counterweights. Well, guess what that means? It means you're going to need to purchase more counterweights. That's just the way it goes. You're going to need to add more weight to it. And don't worry, you've got plenty of room here where you could add some more, and they're quite capable of accepting more counterweights. Now, we need to just talk about the inner dimensions of these counterweights that we're talking about today, because the inner dimensions are everything. You don't want to be ending up getting the wrong variety. The two that we're going to talk about today is the 12mm and the 20mm inner diameter. If you've started off with a EQ3 or something similar, it could be that you have a 20mm inner diameter. So I'm going to use some calipers. They'll let me measure the inner dimensions. Go here, pull it up. Okay, I can see that that's a 20mm inner diameter. So just measure yours. It could also be that they're 12, right? If they are 12, they will look a little bit different. We might talk about the 12mm ones first. Don't worry if you need 12mm. We do have the equivalent here for the 12mm. There we are. These are the Saxon originals. They will work for all the center mounts and most other EQ2s. That's a 12mm version there. And you're going to be able to use these ones here. So we do supply those. If you need the an extra EQ2 12mm inner diameter counterweight, we have those available. Right, let's talk about your options if you need to go further. Let's talk about the originals first. Here are the Saxon originals, and guess what? They are exactly identical to this. So you will get an exact same pair as what your original was, and we supply those. Now, how much do they weigh? Well, they weigh a little over 5 kilograms together. The little one weighs 1.7. The larger one weighs 3.3. I suspect if I put them both on top of each other, they go over 5, which is why it will stop working. Okay, so they're $99 or thereabouts when you purchase them. The problem is, because they're over 5 kilos, they're quite heavy to ship. And the other problem is, you might not actually need that much, and you may not want that many on there. So what else could you get? Well, we do have some lighter versions that are available. So these here are again 20mm diameter. They are compatible with any scope, rather any counterweight that's 20mm in size. This is a larger one. It can't be taken apart. It is one piece. So what you could do is you could use that one there and then just use your skinny one or your fat one to give you the weights that you want. Let's have a look at how much it weighs. So that counterweight there is 3.8 kilograms. Okay, so it's about the same equivalent. But what if you only need a little bit more and you don't really want to be lugging around a really heavy counterweight unnecessarily? Well, if you just need an extra kilo or so, just grab this one. It's exactly the same. It's a very nice one. These ones here are light. that one there is only, let's measure it up. Whoops. I need to put a new battery in here slowly but surely. Right, so it's 1.1 kilos and it may just be what you need. So the way you'll work it, I would actually recommend you probably pop that one in first and pop on the lighter version here, and finally you put this one on here. Okay, and you put on, and there we go. That will give you your weight. Believe me, this is heavy. Here we go. That just slides in there. Away you go. Now, just one caution. Make sure that you do these up. And in case you're curious, don't worry. You get to tighten this one as well. There is a pad here where you can where you attach the screws that come with it, and then you just tighten it up on there. And there we are. You got your extra kilo. That's probably all you need. If you're just a little bit over. If you do need a bit more, you can get the original 3.8 and just run it with whatever configuration you need. So that's the story with counterweights. I hope you found that informative and helpful, and I hope you can join us on another time at the AstroDog Test Bench. If you need to contact us, you can check our website www.astrodog.com.au, or you can give us a call here nationally, 1300 AstroDog. Talk to you soon.